A jacket, $240. You do not think $240. You think that's $4 a day for 2 months. $4 a day is a coffee. You buy worse coffee than that without blinking. Congratulations. The jacket is now officially, basically free. You didn't lie to yourself. You did math. Real math, even. It's called treat math, and it has a very specific, very sneaky logic. The math is never wrong. That's exactly what makes it dangerous. And once you learn to spot it, you will see it absolutely everywhere. In your own head, in your friends' captions, in actual advertising copy. So let's take it apart, piece by piece, starting with why your brain even does this. Economists have a name for what's actually happening: mental accounting. The idea comes from a Nobel Prize-winning economist named Richard Thaler. His discovery? Your brain doesn't treat money as one big interchangeable number. It sorts money into little folders instead, each with its own rules. A coffee folder, a big purchase folder, a guilt-free treat folder. Officially, in every economics textbook, a dollar is a dollar. Fungible, interchangeable. Your brain disagrees, loudly and constantly, no matter what the textbook says. So treat math's whole job is smuggling a purchase from the scary folder to the safe one. $240 lives in the scary folder. Everyone feels that one. $4 a day lives in the coffee folder. Nobody feels that one at all. Same money, same jacket, two completely different emotional reactions. You didn't change the price. You changed which folder your brain opened. And once it's in the coffee folder, it gets judged by coffee folder rules, which are, by design, extremely relaxed. There isn't just one flavor of this. There are 6 reliable moves people reach for. Move 1, the day rate divide. Any price becomes small if you chop it into enough days. A $1,000 course is less than $3 a day over a year. Technically true. The smaller the daily slice, the further the number drifts from what you actually paid. Move 2, the earned it offset. I saved $40 on groceries, so I've earned this $50 thing. Saving and spending are not connected accounts. Your brain insists they are. The groceries and the jacket have never met. Your brain introduces them anyway. Move 3, the comparison downgrade. It's cheaper than a flight to Portugal. Almost everything is cheaper than a flight to Portugal. That's not a coupon, that's a low bar. Pick an expensive enough comparison and literally anything looks like a bargain next to it. Move 4, the future self-donation. Future me will be so glad I invested in this. Future you never gets a vote. Present you spends the money on their behalf anyway. It's a donation nobody asked future you to make, cashed out of an account they didn't open. Move 5, the per-use fantasy. If I wear it 50 times, it's basically $4 an outfit. 50 is doing a lot of quiet, unexamined work in that sentence. Most closets are full of proof that the 50 wears estimate rarely actually happens. Move 6, the unit price illusion. It's only $2 more for triple the size. True, and also completely irrelevant if you only ever needed the small one. Bulk discounts are real, but a better deal and a thing you needed are different questions. 6 different moves, 6 different flavors of the exact same trick. Each one takes a real number and walks it gently toward a smaller feeling one. None of them are lying to you. That's what makes this section worth slowing down for. Here's the part that should be alarming. None of these 6 moves involve bad math. The arithmetic checks out every single time. That's not a bug in the trick. That's the entire trick. If the math were wrong, you'd catch it. Wrong numbers get noticed and challenged. But correct math, aimed at the wrong question, sails straight through unquestioned. The real question was never, can this be divided into small numbers? It was always, do I actually want to spend $240 real on this today? Treat Math answers a completely different, much easier question, and hopes you won't notice the swap. It's a magic trick that works because your attention is looking at the right hand. The left hand, quietly, is where the actual decision gets made. nobody ever checks the left hand. That's the entire design of the trick. This used to be a private trick you played on yourself, quietly, once in a while. Now it's a whole genre. People post their treat math out loud for an audience. It's basically free when you think about it. Gets said in videos with millions of views, which means the justification isn't just personal anymore. It's socially rehearsed. You're not just convincing yourself, you're borrowing phrasing that's already convinced other people. Hearing the exact same trick from 100 different people makes it feel like a fact. Psychologists call this social proof. If enough people do something, it must be reasonable. Except social proof was never designed to evaluate a dollar amount. It evaluates behavior. Everyone is doing this, and this is financially sound are two completely different claims. The algorithm doesn't know the difference, and honestly, neither does your gut in the moment. So the feed hands you a script and you perform it, and it feels like your own idea. It was never a fact. It was one trick worn by 100 different outfits. Here's the twist that makes this genuinely tricky to defend against. Being technically correct is exactly why people don't catch themselves doing it. $4 a day is not a lie. You can double check it. It holds up. So there's no wrong answer to argue with. Just a very persuasive, very narrow one. Do this consistently, across a jacket, a course, a gadget, a subscription, and each individual purchase looks perfectly reasonable, completely on its own. Nobody's monthly bank statement is itemized by basically free purchases, though. It's itemized by real dollars, added up, all landing in the same actual account. A dozen basically free decisions can add up to a very expensive month. The math was never wrong on any single line. The total was just never asked to show up. This is the part treat math is specifically, structurally bad at handling. Addition. Division, it's great at. Multiplication across many small purchases, it goes quiet. Because the moment everything gets added back together, the folders stop mattering. There's only one folder at the end of the month. It doesn't care what you called anything. So how do you keep the fun of a treat without the sneaky accounting? A few real moves. Quick pause. If you've caught yourself doing treat math this week, a like helps this reach someone else. The fixes. Fix 1. Say the total price out loud, first, before any division happens. This is $240. Let that be the first sentence, not the last. If it still feels fine once you've said the real number, you're not doing treat math. You're deciding. Fix 2. Separate the accounts on purpose, deliberately, out loud. Saving on groceries and buying a jacket are two different lines. Don't let them shake hands. I saved money is a fact about groceries. It is not a coupon for anything else. Fix 3. Ask the real question, not the easy one. Not, can this be divided small? Ask, do I want this at the real price today? If the honest answer is yes, genuinely great. Buy it. This isn't an anti-spending video. Fix 4. Keep one real number for the month, not just for each purchase. Every basically free thing still has to report to the same actual total. A running total is the one number treat math can't quietly divide away. Fix 5. Give yourself a genuine cooling off window before anything over a set amount. 24 hours, 48, whatever you pick. Treat math tends to lose its grip with time. The justification is strongest in the moment. It gets noticeably weaker by tomorrow. If you still want it after the wait, that's real information. Buy it with a clear conscience. Here's the reframe to walk away with. Treat math isn't a moral failure. It's your brain doing genuinely clever, genuinely correct arithmetic, aimed at the wrong target. Small math, big price, same money either way. The fix was never get better at math. You were already good at the math. The fix is asking the one question the math was quietly avoiding the whole time. Not how small can I make this number feel? Just, do I want this at the real price? Say the real number first. Let it sit there a second, then decide. 6 moves, 1 mechanism, 1 fix underneath all of it. Ask the real question first. Everything else in this video was just detail on top of that one sentence. Keep the sentence. You can forget the rest if you need to. And that's treat mismath. Correct arithmetic aimed at the wrong question. If you caught yourself doing this while watching, same. Genuinely, I do it too. That's honestly the whole reason this channel exists. Real research on the stuff we all quietly do. So thank you for being here, and for watching this one all the way through. If you're new, this is Brain Vault. One study, one money behavior every single week. No shame, no guilt tripping, no course to sell you at the end. Just the why. If that's useful, hit subscribe. It costs nothing, and it's the entire reason more of these get made. A like helps too. It's the single biggest signal that this was worth someone else's time. Now, I want to hear the good stuff. What's the best piece of treat math you've ever used to justify a purchase? The more shameless, the better. I will not judge you. I have used worse ones. Drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and I reply to most of them. If a friend of yours is famous for their treat math, tag them. Let them defend themselves. Seriously, thank you for spending this time here. I've got another one ready next week. Same channel, same day. Until then, do the real math, not the sneaky math. I'll see you in the next one.